Hi guys, welcome back to Entity Framework 6 using database first approach, and I'm going to continue from where I stopped. So it's asking us for the server name. So the server name is the same thing as Bob slash SQL Server SQL Express. Like for my own it's like this, yours it might be different, so be careful to make sure it's the same thing as this one here, right? Be careful. Bob slash SQL Server Express, yours may be different, so just take note of that. So I'm going to add that right here, backslash SQL Express. Okay, if this is correct, leave everything as it is. Go to the drop down. If it is correct, you will see that your database name will be there displayed as well. Select it, test connection succeeded. Okay, click OK. So it's going to generate this connection string for you with this name. This name is very important because we're going to use it. We're going to use it right here in this place to actually access make queries to the database. So take note of this name. In fact, I'm going to copy it to hold it. All right, so click next. It is retrieving database. Okay, click on the table, click on DBO. Now this is the table right here. Select it and click finish. It's finished. Yeah, that's finished. Okay, so it's going to take time, a little bit of time to create the tables, to retrieve the tables and create it for us. Okay, click OK. And then click OK again for this one. Okay, so it's going to take a little bit while. Okay, so it retrieved the table, our single table TBL student. All right, so it retrieves it right there. So let's close this one. Let's go ahead and start try to connect to the database. So if I do this is what I copied, right? I told you to copy it, and then I'm going to do db equals to new. So I'm just making new instance of the database connection that we have. So this complaining, okay, why is it complaining? The type on namespace and it could not be found. Are you missing a reference? Yes, you are missing a reference. Okay, so this is the database project we created, and this is the web application web project we created. This web project does not know about the database, so we cannot come and use it right here when it doesn't know about it. So we need to tell it about the database layer. How to do that is just go to references of that project, right click, add reference, and then select it right now. Select it there and then add reference. Okay, once you add the reference, right click on that error on that one and then resolve. Okay, so it's going to add the data layer. So this is fine enough. You can use this. You can actually do this with this db .tbl. So now you see tbl students is right there, but I want to go a little bit extra just to be cautious, use the using statement. So I want to put this guy inside the using statement. Okay, and then that way it's when after every connection we're going to dispose of this guy, so it keeps the code cleaner and lightweight. So I kind of have it right here, so just put it inside the using statement. There's nothing much about that. I'm just going to put this thing in a using statement. So the same thing is just inside the using statement. Put it and then close the using statement. Well, you can write along with me, copy exactly what I'm doing, and just write. Okay, so now we need to map these values in this table, the values in the table right here. These columns, we need to map them into our model. We don't have that in our model right now, so we need to create in this solution, in the web solution, in web project. We need to create a model that will hold those values, and then I'm going to create a new model. Okay, in the models right there, so I'm going to call it student model. Added. Okay, so that is created right there, and then I'm just going to copy these guys. I already have it typed out. I'm going to copy it right here and then just paste it right here. just to save time, I already have it typed out. So the student ID, first name, last name, email, and department. So it's just exactly the same thing as it is here. The ID, first name, last name, department, and email. We just want to have that in our solution, in our project, web project. Okay, so that when we do a get right here, we can actually just map it over, right? So since we have that student now, we need to make a new instance of this student to hold it right here. So I copied it, and then I'm going to make a new instance of it. So I'm going to just call it model equals to new model. Okay, keep it like that, and then we're going to do for right here, we're going to do a var students, right? No, actually we need to make a list of this guy. We need to make this guy a list. Okay, list of student list. Okay, list. Okay, okay, because it's going to be a list, right? It's going to be it is a list of students that we have in the database, so we need to make a list of this guy to convert this guy to a list object. Okay, so this is a list object. I'm going to say student list right here. Okay, so that's the student list right there, and then we need to get the students from this object, right, from the database. So the student from the database, now we're going to use db dot tbl students, right, dot to list. So we're getting all of them, right? We're getting all of them, and we're putting it in this variable right here. So basically that is why I made this object a list. Okay, so we are going to get all of them, make them all of them from the database, make it to list, and then it's going to have a list of students right here. Our aim is to put this list of students inside this student list that we created on this this student model that we created. Our aim is to actually put these students inside this model. Okay, to do that we need to loop through these students coming from database. So this is student coming from database, take note of that. This is a student in our model that we just created. Okay, this is student coming from database, students actually with a S. So we need to do a for each loop here. We need to loop through this. So this students is a collection. Okay, students is a collection, and then student is one item in this collection. So now once we have this, now we can go ahead and create a new object of this, right? New object of this one, right? Just call it model. Okay, equals to new of this model. Okay, and then the next thing we're going to do is now we're going to map this one to this guy. Like we're going to map this one to this one, so we're going to transfer the information inside here to this place. All right, meanwhile I gotta do this. So we're going to transfer the information right here into this place. Okay, okay, no, sorry, not that, I'm sorry. Okay, so we're going to transfer the information right here to here. Okay, I need to do this here. Okay, alright, so I'm going to stop the video right here. I'm going to continue from the next series, next episode. We'll continue from here. Please subscribe on my channel if you like what you're seeing. Alright, thank you guys. See you soon. Okay.